For decades, significant business automation remained largely the domain of larger enterprises. Implementing a custom process meant substantial investment, hiring a team of developers, overseeing the intricate task of writing bespoke code, and committing to ongoing maintenance and updates. This created a high barrier to entry, effectively excluding most small and medium-sized businesses from leveraging advanced operational efficiencies. The cost, complexity, and specialized skill requirements made it an impractical undertaking for budgets under 6 or even 7 figures, limiting their competitive edge against larger, more agile entities. However, this landscape has undergone a profound transformation. A new class of tools, operating under the no-code paradigm, has effectively dismantled these historical barriers. Today, a small business owner, even one with absolutely no prior coding experience, possesses the capability to construct and deploy a functional AI automation. This isn't a theoretical promise, it's a practical reality achievable in as little as an afternoon. This fundamental shift democratizes advanced business capabilities, making them accessible and actionable for businesses of all sizes, especially those previously constrained by resources. So, what precisely constitutes no-code AI automation in a practical context? At its core, it involves establishing seamless connections between disparate digital tools and applications. Imagine linking your email client, a spreadsheet, your calendar, and various messaging platforms. The premise is simple: when a specific event triggers in one application, a predefined sequence of actions automatically unfolds across the others. Crucially, an AI step is often embedded within this sequence, tasked with functions such as reading incoming data, generating text, summarizing information, or making rule-based decisions, all without human intervention. The key to its accessibility lies in how these workflows are constructed. Unlike traditional coding, where commands are typed line by line, no-code platforms offer a visual canvas. Users build these sophisticated automations by dragging and connecting pre-built blocks, each representing a specific action or integration. This graphical interface transforms complex logical sequences into an intuitive, visual process. It abstracts away the underlying code, allowing individuals who understand their business processes but not programming languages to design, implement, and manage powerful automations, fundamentally democratizing control over their digital operations. One of the immediate and tangible benefits of no-code AI automation is evident in customer inquiry handling. Traditionally, a human team member would manually sift through every incoming email or message, categorize it, and then formulate a response. With automation, the process shifts. An AI-powered system can now read incoming communications, leveraging natural language processing to discern the customer's core query. It can then either auto-draft a contextual response, significantly reducing response times, or intelligently route the message to the appropriate department or individual, often including a concise summary of the issue, freeing up human staff for more complex interactions. A second critical application lies in optimizing lead qualification and follow-up. When a new lead submits information via a website form, a manual process typically involves a salesperson individually assessing their potential. An automation, however, can swiftly engage. It can leverage AI to perform rapid research on the lead, scoring their suitability against predefined criteria. This system can then automatically dispatch a personalized follow-up message tailored to their score, or, crucially, alert a sales professional only when the lead demonstrably meets the specified qualification benchmarks. This ensures sales teams dedicate their valuable time to genuinely promising prospects. The realm of content creation and social media dissemination also benefits immensely. Crafting a single piece of core content, such as a blog post or a company announcement, traditionally triggers a cascade of manual, repetitive tasks, summarizing for different platforms, reformatting images, scheduling posts individually. Automation can now orchestrate this entire workflow. Once the primary content is finalized, the system can automatically generate platform-specific summaries, adapt formatting for various social media channels, and then schedule posts across desired platforms. This eliminates the drudgery of manual replication, allowing content creators to focus on generating high-value material rather than routine distribution. Weekly or monthly reporting often consumes significant administrative time, requiring manual extraction of data from disparate systems. Consider the typical process: pulling sales figures from a CRM, website analytics from Google Analytics, and project timelines from a calendar tool. No-code AI automation streamlines this. A system can be configured to automatically gather data from these varied sources. It then employs AI to synthesize this raw information, generating a plain language summary of key performance indicators, notable changes, and actionable insights. This report is then delivered automatically on a scheduled basis, converting hours of manual aggregation into seconds of automated insight delivery. For service-based businesses, appointment and scheduling management represents another major opportunity for automation. The constant cycle of confirmations, reminders, follow-ups for missed appointments, and answering routine scheduling queries can monopolize staff time. An automation can take charge of these repetitive tasks, automatically sending confirmation emails upon booking, dispatching timely reminders, and initiating follow-up communications post-appointment or after a no-show. Crucially, AI can even field common scheduling questions directly, providing instant answers without requiring a human intervention for every basic inquiry, thereby enhancing client experience and operational efficiency. For small business owners eager to leverage these capabilities, the initiation point is critical. The primary mistake commonly observed is attempting to automate the entirety of a business's operations simultaneously. This approach frequently leads to overwhelm and failure. Instead, the investigative approach suggests identifying a singular, repetitive task. This should be a task that demonstrably consumes a significant amount of time each week, is predictable in its execution, and ideally, one that feels particularly tedious. Pinpointing this specific pain point provides a focused objective for your initial automation endeavor. Once a repetitive task has been identified, the next investigative step is to meticulously map out its current manual execution. This involves detailing every single action, from the initiation of the task to its completion, no matter how seemingly trivial or obvious. Documenting each click, each data entry, each decision point. This comprehensive, step-by-step breakdown serves as the essential blueprint for your future automation. Analysts suggest that a clear, documented manual process is a prerequisite for successful automation, as it reveals all the necessary inputs, outputs, and conditional logic that the automated system will need to replicate. With a clear blueprint in hand, the third step involves selecting an appropriate no-code automation platform. Numerous options exist, each with varying capabilities and pricing structures. The critical directive here is to resist the urge to construct the perfect, overly complex version of your workflow from the outset. Instead, focus on building the most stripped-down, 2 or 3-step version that can achieve the core function. The objective is to achieve a proof of concept. Iterative refinement, adding complexity and edge cases, should only commence once the fundamental, simple automation is demonstrably functional. This strategy minimizes initial friction and accelerates learning. Before integrating any automation into critical business operations, a rigorous testing protocol is indispensable. The fourth step mandates testing the newly built workflow with real, but low-stakes, examples. This could involve using historical data, or running the automation in low-risk scenarios where errors would have minimal impact. Meticulously examine the output at each stage. Do not permit an automation to run unsupervised on important data or processes until its reliability has been thoroughly validated through multiple test iterations. This cautious approach is crucial for building trust in the system and preventing potentially costly mistakes. A critical nuance often overlooked in the pursuit of automation is the role of human oversight. The objective is rarely to eliminate human involvement entirely, especially in the initial phases. Indeed, the most robust and reliable automations often incorporate a human checkpoint. This means a specific point in the workflow where a human reviews the AI's output or a critical action before it proceeds. For instance, an AI-drafted email might await human approval before sending. As confidence in the system grows and its accuracy is repeatedly confirmed, the frequency or depth of this manual review can be gradually reduced, ensuring a controlled transition to full automation.
Setting realistic expectations is paramount. No-code AI automation is not presented as a solution for replacing entire teams or for running a business devoid of human engagement. Its core function, rather, is to systematically remove the repetitive, low-judgment tasks that cumulatively consume significant weekly hours. The quantifiable outcome is the freeing up of human capital.
Evidence suggests that a single, well-implemented automation can save an average of 5 to 10 hours per week on one specific repetitive process. This saving, while seemingly modest for a single task, accumulates rapidly over a month and compounds dramatically when 2 or 3 such automations are deployed across various business functions.
The strategic implication of these time savings is profound.
By offloading monotonous tasks, team members are able to reallocate their focus to areas demanding uniquely human attributes, critical judgment, the cultivation of client relationships, and creative problem solving.
This isn't just about efficiency, it's about elevating the quality and impact of human work within the organization.
A business that effectively automates its drudgery empowers its personnel to engage in higher value activities that directly contribute to growth, innovation, and stronger customer loyalty, shifting from operational execution to strategic contribution. A crucial misconception is that these automations are exclusively beneficial for large corporations. On the contrary, the highest leverage from no-code AI automation is often realized by solo entrepreneurs, freelancers, and small local businesses. These entities frequently operate with minimal or no administrative support, meaning repetitive tasks fall directly onto the shoulders of the owner or a very small team. Without the luxury of delegating, the time savings generated by automation translate directly into increased capacity, reduced burnout, and the ability to scale operations that would otherwise be capped by available human hours. For individuals operating a business alone or with a very lean team, developing proficiency in no-code AI automation represents one of the most high-leverage skills available today. It's not merely a tool, it's a strategic capability that directly amplifies individual productivity and organizational output without requiring a corresponding increase in headcount or a substantial capital outlay for traditional development. The ability to independently design and deploy these efficiency-driving systems allows small businesses to compete more effectively, optimize resource allocation, and sustain growth in a challenging market, shifting from manual execution to intelligent orchestration. To transition from understanding to implementation, here is a concrete, actionable starting point. This week, commit to identifying the single most repetitive and predictable task within your business. The one that consistently demands your time and offers little intellectual stimulation. Next, meticulously map out every manual step involved in its execution. Then, dedicate just one afternoon to actively exploring how a no-code automation tool could address, even partially, that specific process. The objective is not immediate, comprehensive automation, but rather to establish proof of concept. The power of this initial step is not to be underestimated. As soon as you successfully build and implement one functional automation, a significant mental shift occurs. You will begin to perceive your business operations through an entirely new lens, identifying myriad other opportunities for efficiency and optimization. The initial success serves as a catalyst, transforming a daunting concept into a tangible, repeatable strategy. This ripple effect of understanding and capability unlocks previously hidden potential for growth and scalability across your entire business ecosystem. In conclusion, the analytical evidence unequivocally demonstrates that no-code AI automation is no longer an emerging future trend. It is a present-day reality, actively being leveraged by small businesses across various sectors to generate tangible time savings and realize measurable cost reductions. The primary impedance to adoption is not the absence of technical skill, but rather a perceived barrier. The actual hurdle is simply the decision to allocate one afternoon to constructing a foundational workflow, instead of perpetuating the manual execution of repetitive tasks, week after week. The future of small business efficiency is here, and it's accessible.